doing a little cue repair, maybe.
All right, here
Making
comes
sure his
Jonathan.
tip is clean.
I had noticed he had an earbud in.
Yes, actually,
But he's
he
only
was
got one in.
playing with his earbuds earlier, but was definitely scolded for it.
Okay, yeah, because I know Chuck doesn't allow that.
Table 27, Nick Klein and Jim Williams. It's going to be an 8-8 race.
You know, and coming here today and playing the Open, I was really
Table
surprised.
26, Lee Brett and Dan D'Amico.
I was really surprised to see how many 700 and above players there are today.
Yeah, tough field.
He is a
And it could have been a lot
662.
tougher.
It's going to be a 9
It could have definitely been.
race.
Yesterday when I saw Mike Massey as well, I asked him if he'd be playing today. Unfortunately, I have some business over in California, so I don't think I'll be able to make it, is what he told me.
Yeah, he said something about an exhibition at
Yeah.
Butera's room. I'm going to have to pay special attention. They moved, since it's a 10-8 race, Jonathan moved 2 beads over for Sina. All that does is confuse me when they do that.
You know, my very first match on the amateur side, I had a player do that with me because he had to give me 2 games, and we had that confused me a little bit.
Yeah. Then again, I've played in bars where you offer to use the balls that are down if you're playing 9-ball and it goes in early, and I've seen players that confused them. So
It's all about paying attention to those rules in the beginning.
that's interesting. Sina has his own rack. Looks like a
I
Delta
did see
13.
that rack, yeah.
It's got something in gray. Well, it's pink. I think it's some kind of cancer prevention thing.
I believe you're correct. I read it right now. Just, yeah, cancer tribute.
All right, 2 balls, 3 balls on the break.
Wow, what a
Straight
beautiful
in on
break.
the 1.
He should be happy about this one.
Yeah, he's got just a little bit of angle. I think he can come under that 8-ball.
Just float it on down to the bottom of the table.
He came into that ball more than I thought he would, but he got a lot better than I thought he would.
Well, I think he's actually got a little bit of angle, so he can easily just put it. But he's not. He's gonna. Oh, he is.
See, and he's lining up draw, but it's not really draw. Two rails into the bottom corner.
1,
Yeah.
2. Good call, Mike.
You know, he did that earlier when he was warming up. He shot a ball like that, and he was air. Cue ball got a little air and slowed down.
Oh, what a nice shot that was. Oh, a little bit out of line, but that's okay.
He's fine. He can float over and play the 9 in the same pocket. ball. Now, I'm thinking he probably cuts this ball and just comes straight down table.
That's can be a little tricky with that 8-ball up there.
Inside might get him where he wants to be better. Man, that music's loud. Yeah, you called it. The 8-ball, well, the 8-ball
A
helped
little
him.
tricky, but yeah.
We're going to try to get that turned down. Holy cow. Thank you. I just saw Vilnius miss a 1-ball over there that surprised me. They're going to take care of the music now. Somebody bumped the remote or something?
Well, somebody that enjoys the song at least.
I don't think I've ever heard this song.
Oh no!
Wow.
We have a
I
bobble.
didn't expect that.
He's definitely not happy.
A little, yeah.
Jonathan is ready to go again.
Well, it looked like it didn't have his attention, but as soon as that ball missed, he popped out of his chair in a hurry.
He was happy about it.
Okay, I think he turned the music down just a hair. I expect Jonathan
Nice
to make
position
quick work
for
here.
Spent some time in the chair for a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him at all. He's got a nice little angle to come up on the 8-ball. The 7-ball being down on the break.
Are you going to try to come between the 8 and the side pocket, or are you just going to take the side pocket completely out of play and settle for a longer shot?
I would probably try and put it between, actually.
Okay, we have 24 players in our Sunday
They came
handicap tournament.
Aaron
We have
back
room
in
for
there
8
again.
more if anybody would like to play. $15 entry, it's a ball spot.
That's pretty nice to go width of the table twice and get straight in on the ball.
Look at that beautiful leave. And Jonathan making quick work of this rack.
As expected. We are 1-1. Again, it's a 10-8 race. Jonathan goes to 10, Sina goes to 8. You are watching the GQ Billiard Store Diamond Pool Tour. This is an open event, handicapped based on Fargo. One game for every 25 points. So there's somewhere between 50 and 74 points difference with these two players. $500 added. The amateur event that's finishing up behind us right now on the 7-foot diamond smart tables is $1,000 added. Again, Fargo handicapped, 625 and under. And while Jonathan studies the rack, as I was saying, the GQ Billiard Store Diamond Pool Tour, also sponsored by Casino del Sol, which is where we will have our season finale in November. $4,000 added. That's where we'll hold the raffle to give away the table. They have a nice dinner, a buffet dinner for the players. That's always a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I've been to those events and they are great. They hold a beautiful banquet there.
All right, Jonathan's happy with the rack. Let's see how many racks Jonathan's going to make him pay for that 4-ball that he should have never missed.
Breaking. Oh, we got the wing ball right there.
Made the 9. The 9 ball does not count. It's wild 9 every shot after the break. You can't win or lose on the break. The 2 ball is makeable, but he's going to have to. Do you think maybe he just comes straight up, tries to go between the 4 and the 5?
I think he's going to go straight on this one. Nice and just soft. Just soft touch it.
He's going to go for an extension.
That is quite a long shot.
Vilmus just walked through a 4 ball and missed it. I'm betting that since Mr. Pinegar is traveling with Nat Green from Southeast Q's, I'm going to bet that's a Southeast Q.
I don't believe I've ever seen a Southeast Q.
My business partner told me that Southeast was the first Q that had a built-in extension, which of course I say that, and Jonathan did not have a built-in extension.
Oh, goodness. He missed the ball.
He hit that bottom rail going in, worrying about getting between the 4 and the 5.
Held his position for the 3.
Right. And Sina's going to have to do pretty much the same thing. Come back between the 4-5.
This one might get a little tricky. It's so deep in the pocket. It's a little hard to turn.
Well, and it's so tough to get perfect shape on a ball in the jaws anyway. He's drawing. He's not going to draw under the 7.
Oh, I want to see this. Wow.
Oh, that's interesting. He got the same path, but he drew to get there. Talking about a ball in the jaws, one of our sponsors, who we don't talk about very much, Jerry Breesath, master level instructor, top instructor in the country. He's got a 3 DVD set. I've got a copy of it here somewhere. I can't see it from where I'm sitting, but he's got a whole section on that DVD about getting shape off of hangers.
Well, I think I need to pick up a set and try to figure out how I can get a little better. Those always seem to be my problem balls.
There is something on that DVD set for players of every skill level. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, he's the top instructor in the country. Everybody thinks that they're the top instructor in the country. But when you have Jeanette Lee calling you and saying, Jerry, I'm a little off right now. Can I come to town for a week and work on my game? You know you are the top instructor in the game.
That's when you know you've made it.
Yeah. Came a little short on this 5 ball. And back cutting it, he's going to have a hard time leaving it for the 6. He may be going to the bottom right corner.
You think he's going to back cut this? It's going to be really tough to leave that.
Yeah, you back cut, you're worried about overrunning the 6.
He is.
I think he'd rather play the 5 in the bottom right corner and hit it with draw. Yeah, he's drawn it. Width of the table, come back for straight in on the 6.
It's going to come 2 rails, possibly 3.
I think he'll just come straight across and back. Oh, I thought he would come up on top of it.
Up. It does look like there's a little bit of bank here.
You know, that was the same pocket, though, that he missed that 4 in. It looked like he might have taken something off of it. Because when he shot that 4 last game, I mean, that was the true definition of 100 miles an hour.
The break stroke.
All right. I think he meant to put the cue ball behind the 7, but he can live with this. Yeah, I think he meant to put him under that 7 ball. Jonathan could opt for a bank here, but I'm not sure I like getting shape on the 7 with the bank.
You You know, if he banks it and leaves it there. Oh,
Look out off the 8.
oh no.
But it's still
Oh,
not...
he's certainly not happy about that one.
It's makeable, but how do you get on the 7? Can he spin bottom left and go between the 7-8?
Oh, he's looking to... Looks like he's looking to maybe even break into this 8 ball to get a position.
Yeah, if he could hit the
Next
bottom
match,
side of
table
the 8.
25, Vinny Calabrese and Ed Burrow. Vinny the 736 adds a 600 to the 10-5 race, table 25. Vinny and Ed.
He
Oh,
hit it.
and
Look
wow,
out,
look
9
at
ball.
that kind of
Look out,
beautiful
9 ball.
shape.
I think he's still got it.
Excuse me, guys. We have
Yep, he's definitely got the
Passerby.
shot.
what a beautiful shot.
Looked like he was winding up for something bigger and then hit it soft.
Oh, what a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he could have gone. He could have gone that way. He could have gone with inside. It's interesting how different players have different shots that they like to shoot.
Well, on that one, the kind of a natural angle that one gives is a real promising. It feels good when you hit it. You know where. Well, at least I like to know that it's going there, but there are exceptions.
All right, 2-1 lead for Sina. And again, he's only going to 8.
And Mr. Jonathan, I believe, has to go to 10.
Jonathan going to 10. I need to do something with this screen layout where I can put what the race is. More information than we've got room for there.
Well, the good old-fashioned pen and paper, that helps.
Yeah. Jonathan still looks bored over in the chair. You can see him at the top of your screen. I'm not sure what he's doing. It almost looks like he's air guitaring with his cue, but I'm not sure that's what it is. Maybe he's got a mark in his ramp or something. Boy, you think about it, you got Jonathan Pinegar, you got Sina, and you got Vilmus breaking on the table next to us. That's 3 awfully talented players right here in a row.
High caliber room at the moment.
Yeah. He's going to make the 6? No, he's not.
Oh,
He broke dry. And he doesn't mind breaking dry when you look at that 1 ball.
I definitely see a push in his future.
Yeah, Jonathan says, really? This is what I've got to come to the table for? Where are you pushing to here?
Boy, you know, I definitely don't want to leave it anywhere past that side pocket. I would probably put it kind of by just enough so you can see it. Just by that 5 ball.
I'm interested in push-out strategy with 2 players at this skill level.
That can, yeah, I was thinking that could be a very dangerous shot as well.
He's called to push, which we knew he was going to. Everybody in the room knew he was going to. The waitress walked by and said, he's going to push, isn't he? Is he going to push
And
to a
he
hook?
pushes too.
No, he left him the edge.
Oh, it must not go on that pocket.
No, I don't think it goes on the side, but this is kind of like a, if you can make the 1
But he
get shape
can
on
put
the
it
2.
at a cross. But it's going to be a little tough because...
Oh, banking it across?
Yeah. Oh,
Played safe.
played safe. And... Oh, he's hooked.
I think he can jump that.
But he can turn it.
Yeah, he's
Will he
maybe
turn
cooked by
or
a
jump
quarter of
it
the
a little?
ball.
A full cue jump, maybe?
I would jump it, and I don't jump balls. That's what he...
Yeah, full cue.
wow.
Full
Yeah.
cue. You know, and they're just slightly on that side like that. You can just hop them over just a little bit.
Now he's going
And
to
I
his
like to
jump
do
cue.
that because when I have a jump cue, it gets a little squirrely sometimes, but those longer jumps, they tend to keep those shots straight.
And I think he's not only jumping to contact the ball, he's jumping to make the one, and I think he's jumping to get shape on the two. I think he can accomplish all of it.
Get the angle.
Okay, our Sunday tournament, we have 20
Just like that.
And unlike Flynn,
The house
ladies and
will have
gentlemen.
$100. We always have $100.
Unfortunately, I
It's
don't
a
believe
race
he
to
has a
six
real
on the
shot to
loser's
this
side and a race
to
to
this
six
two
on the
ball.
winner's side. Race to six
Did he
both
overrun
sides.
it?
I
No
think
jump
maybe.
cues. You rack for your opponent. You do
Ah,
not
that
rack your
microphone
own.
is loud.
This is a ball spot.
So much going on in this pool
In other
room
words,
today.
you see a handicap next to your name. If you're a 7, if you play a 6, that 6 from 7 is 1. You get one ball. You get the 8 and 9. If you're a 7 and you play a 5, the 5 gets the 7, 8, 9.
Vilmos over here on the table next to the
You
stream.
cannot win by making your balls on the
Shooting
break.
for the
If you're
9
breaking
ball.
and if you're getting spotted balls, if you
Looks
make
like
your
he had a
balls on the
safe.
break,
A funny
spot 'em
contact a little
immediately
bit.
after
But he
on the break,
definitely got a
and
good
continue to
safe out of
shoot.
it.
If your opponent makes your balls on the break, they stay down and he continues to shoot.
So he's
he
got
can-
the
You
two.
can, the
Yeah.
9 ball does not count in the bottom 2 corners. It does
where's-
count everywhere else. And there's no jump
I
cues
think he
allowed.
left an edge, but
So I'm gonna call off matches.
An edge that'll just pull out far enough for that 4
Table
ball cut.
number 4, I've got Darren and Tom P. You're both 8, so that'll be an even race to 6. That's table 4. Table 5, John Lee's a 10 and Eddie D is a 7. So Eddie's getting the 6, 7, 8, 9 from John Lee.
that's a lot of weight.
That is
Table
Lot of
number 5, I've got Murphy and Randy. Randy's a 10, Murphy's a 9. Murphy gets the 8 from Randy. I'm losing track of what tables I'm on. I got the pen.
He's supposed to be out here.
Table 7, Matt.
And he's going to end up getting
Kristen.
out
Matt's a 7,
based on that
Kristen's a
push,
6.
leaving a shot
Matt
that
will be
Sina would go
sliding
for.
Kristen the 8 ball. Table 7.
looks like he's right in
Table
line.
8, Lee Brett is a 10 and Darren is a 6. Darren will be getting the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from Lee Brett.
They're calling Lee Brett for a match in the weekly tournament, and he's playing a match over in our tournament.
Tony
This
and
may
Wayne,
get a little
Tony L
tricky.
and Wayne Kelly, you're both 6s. So
Like
even
speed
race
chess,
to
he's going to
6.
have to run from table to table.
Table number 16, Cody and Spencer. Spencer's an 8, Cody's a 6. Cody gets the 7, 8, 9 from Spencer. Table 17, Wayne Ward and Derek, you're both 7s, an even race. Even race to 6. Wayne Ward and Derek on 17.
It looks like he's got a nice little bit of an angle. I'd like to try and kill the ball right there for that 7 ball.
Sina looks kind of disgusted with himself in the chair.
It's a really frustrating thing when you just get to watch your opponent run out rack after rack.
Well, and he knows that it came down to not getting safe enough on that one ball. Seems to me I would have wanted something a little
shorter?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's pointing at a different spot. I think he meant to put it in the side. He looks like he came about 2 to 3 inches too far there. It just goes to show you, even the top players in the top 10 of the U.S. sometimes overrun things late in a rack, which is just brutal. You're running out of rack, and you know, you're telling yourself, all I gotta do is stay in line here. Don't do anything funny. And then how many times do we screw ourselves and miss the 8 or the 9?
You know, nerves can play a funny part in this game. You'll never know till you get down there, and it looked like he almost tried to stand up a little bit.
Well, straight in now.
Oh, he's comfortable again. Gets right back down on that shot.
Oops. Two.
This is now a 2-2 match. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's 2-2, and Sina needs 6, Jonathan needs 8. Right, didn't spend near as much time worrying about the rack that time. Sina's back to working on his tip. He didn't break dry, did he?
Oh no.
He did. He broke dry and he left a 1 ball.
And a 6 that sits on that pocket.
Yeah, this is going to be a touchy rack. He's going to have to go up and back and come most of the way down table. He's probably just going to have to come back past the side pocket, coming back down table to leave the 2-6.
Here he is, sizing it up a little bit.
Yeah, looking at 2 rails.
Two rails it is. Ooh, a little out of line, but it's okay because that combination for the 2-6 looks like it's on.
Yeah, he's just got to touch the 6. And they're so close together, he shouldn't have any problem holding his 2 ball. I don't know if he'll leave a 3-9 window or come back up past
I
the 3.
think he'll soft shot it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What did he do here? Got a little
Okay, he's still
squirrely.
got the 2. I honestly think he's supposed to be out here.
I think he will be, and being at a 700 caliber, he really has a strong chance for this one.
Yeah, he could come back for the 3 on the side. He could come out and play the 3 in the same corner. He was looking to see if the 3 went in the right-hand side. I can't imagine he would do that.
You know, going in the right, or I guess it would be the left-hand side.
Yeah, I think that's the shot. He's drawing it. That's not what he's doing.
What is he doing?
Is he drawing out for the bottom right corner on the 3?
All right, next match, table
Wow.
28. Ian Costello and Dan Kaufman.
A little more angle than he had in mind, I think. But he
Yeah.
can draw it, shoot
That
the
race
4
will
in
be
the same
10-5.
pocket.
Ian's a 702, Dan's a 529. It's a 10-5 race.
It's another 700 rated player, and I don't even know who he is.
Think he'll play this 4 ball in the corner? Oh,
Yeah,
it looks
same
like he
pocket.
will.
With this angle, I think he plays the 5 in the top right or top left. But he's just... It looks like he's just a hair off where he wants to be with each ball. And he's going to have to be careful when he gets down to the 7-8.
Is he going to play this one on the corner or the side, do you think?
Oh,
he
he's
looks
playing
like
this
he's...
in the corner. And see,
Well,
now
he's quite a bit out of
further
line.
This is that it's so tough when you start getting, you're an inch out of line on the 2 ball and you're 3 inches out of line by the 4 ball. by the time you get down to the 7 or the 8, you're a foot and a half out of line. It doesn't help you saying where you meant to be.
Yep, it is definitely the inches that can kill your game.
He's got such a steep angle. He's really going to be hard pressed to avoid the scratch inside.
You know, I think it's a little bit above. Yeah, it's a little bit above that side pocket. I think he might be able to just put it. You know, I would say top, but it doesn't look like it's. He might be going below the pocket.
Oh, you think he's cutting in the side?
No. Oh, he might be.
Yeah, now that's what I think he's doing. And just running into the 7 and hoping for the best.
Oh, he's looking at this again. He definitely doesn't like this shot. Neither would I.
I'm sure Jonathan has won an awful lot of games by playing somebody who hoped they got good on the next ball. No, now he's going. Well, he can't decide what he wants to do.
You know, it makes you think sometimes being this distressed in a shot, your opponent. Wonder what goes through his head as he can't quite decide what to do here.
I'm sure Jonathan knows exactly what he would do.
Oh, well, he almost had that. That would have been a perfect inline shot.
I think of all the options, that might have been the one I liked the least. Of course, it's easy to say when you can look back on it.
Is Jonathan already scolded for the earbuds?
No, I never even mentioned it. I didn't mention it at this turn.
I thought he. Oh, okay.
I never mentioned it to anybody at this turn, so I'm not going to do it here.
Okay.
As much as I would want to bank this,
I think the cut is the right shot.
the cut is definitely the right shot.
That's a
Hey,
prerequisite.
Sunday tournament down there.
When you want to be a pro pool player, you got to be able to
always
see
breaks.
the edge of the ball.
If you're up on a guy 5-0 going to 6, you never break again. So that's how that works. So whoever's behind in the match always breaks. If you rack for your opponent, you do not rack your own.
He doesn't like this shot.
Well, this is not the easiest cut, but he's also got to be on a good position to get to the.
He'll come up and back.
Oh,
Well,
it's a
down
little
and back
long
up. Yeah, he's going the wrong
and
way.
a little off the mark.
I think he's okay.
Sorry, what happened was I flipped them in the computer. So I had the wrong person. I had the right person playing there, but I had the wrong person playing here, and I had to correct it. So I apologize.
Maybe top right, 2 rails. Nope, he's drawing.
Well, this will be a real stroke here.
It's still the right person that I called.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm behind. I haven't. So give me just a minute.
He's gonna get a free shot for this one.
Oh yeah, Sina's going to be out here.
As Jonathan slumps back to his chair.
I expected a little bigger stroke than that, but it turned out okay.
Well, thank you. It's been
Good
a
luck.
pleasure commentating with you.
Wes has
I
got
have
a
to
match.
play.
Oh, you're playing on the table with all the lights.
Uh-oh. The fancy table, it looks like. Table 20?
Yeah.
It's a 9-5 race.
Sina looked like he came out a little further than he wanted to there, but I don't think he's going to have any problem.
No Justin.
Sina Valizadeh leads 3-2. Valizadeh. I knew I was going to pronounce it wrong before the match was over. Sina Valizadeh. looking for somebody. I'm not sure who he's looking for. No idea. Okay, Sina to break. He leads 3-2. Looks like Vilnius made quick work of his match. Made the one on the side, and that's all he made. He's almost straight in on the 2. Now he's just got to figure out how to get on the 3.
You're waiting on table 20 to finish. First table that just now started.
Nice shot there. He's got an angle to come out, but I think he's got to play the 4 in the same pocket. That's what he's looking at. And he's going to have to worry about where his cue ball is going to go after the 4. That's not what he had in mind. Let's see what we got here. Yep, he's definitely hooked. I think he can jump it. He can probably jump it and make the ball. Getting on the 5 is going to be his problem. He's not going to want to jump that with full cue. He's figuring out what he's going to have on the 5 if he makes the 4. Checking to see if the 5 passes the 6. And he's only jumping over about a third of the ball. Nope, he's kicking. Nine ball. Oh. Okay, that works too. I can't tell if the 5 clears the 6. It does not look like it. If it doesn't, he's going to have problems. Oh yeah, he's looking at the 5-6. Going to carom the 6 into the 9. And as long as he hits the bottom side of the 9, he's fine. I think he can hit the top side of it and not make it. This is not an easy shot. And this is a big, big shot. To get up 4-2, you're needing 4, your opponent needs 8. No. That's going to cost him a rack. 3-3 is going to look a whole lot better for Jonathan than 4-2 down. Mr. Peril is back. What are we doing?
You're doing all right.
I thought Sina was about to go up 4-2 there, but I think we're going to be 3-3 instead.
I didn't announce it at the beginning, so if you want to, it's fine.
Boy, they turn the music way down. I like that better. And I like the doors. Jonathan's Not happy with this at all. I'm thinking he might even just bank the ball, bank the 5 into the 9. Nope, cut it instead. And he's going to be fine. Looks like our payouts for this event, paying 4 spots. We have 17 players. $550 up top, $350 for second, $200 for third, and $130 for fourth. All right, 3-3. That was kind of brutal. Sina got that crazy shot, and everything looked good, leaving the 9 hanging in the jaws, but he had no way to get to it. Let's see how bad that comes back to haunt Mr. Valizadeh? Valizadeh. Okay. While Mr. Pinegar is studying the rack, we are also sponsored by Kamui. Kamui donated tips to us. Kamui is the official tip of the GQ Billiard Store Diamond Pool Tour. Mr. Pinegar is happy with the rack. We are tied 3-3 here. I see Vilnius coming back to the seats. He's 2 matches in on the winner's side. So he must be in the final 4 on the winner's side already. Pinegar breaks, does not get the 1 on the side. However, he gets 3 other balls, and he's got a shot on the 1. He's going to have to be careful if that's 7 ball. A little bit of a back cut here. Yeah, you can see he's got all kinds of room. It sure looks like there's room for that 4 to go in the side pocket. But he's winding up. Looks like he's trying to wind up to draw it.
As soon as your matches are over on the Sunday tournament handicap, please come and let me know the score and who won. Thank you.
He was just winding up with inside. And I think that shot should set him up for the rack. Another shot with inside. That's the one thing we haven't seen Sina do yet is play a shot with heavy inside. Jonathan's very comfortable with that shot. Shouldn't have any problem here. Just draw his cue ball down table a little bit. Just stun the cue ball to come down maybe a foot. He'll be coming right into the line. Oh, he may be falling to the rail. Yeah. That worked out perfect too.
Keep busy, Tommy.
So now Sina has been made to pay 2 racks for that carom that he missed, the carom combination. And again, while Mr. Pinegar is working on the rack, I got sponsors all day I can talk about. J Handshoe jump cues. some of the best jump cues out there. Mr. Handshoe has donated a cue for each one of our tour stops. And then after you're done jumping that ball with your Handshoe jump cue, you can put it away in your John Barton JB case. John donated a case for each one of our stops, and he's making a nice one, he says, for our final point winner. So you jump for the win with your Handshoe jump cue, you put it away in your JB case, and then you put on your Slickster t-shirt. Slickster is a apparel company out of Phoenix. They had a change in ownership. Chad Barber is the new owner. He's coming out with a lot of new designs. They look very interesting. I can talk about sponsors all day with Jonathan Racking. Slickster is not the only apparel company that is supporting the tour. Big Time Threads, another company out of Phoenix. You'll see a commercial here in a little while for them. I know you're dying to see the commercial. It looks like Jonathan is happy with the rack. 4-3, Jonathan Pinegar, 10-8 race. Looks like Ben Sutherland and Max Maurer are 8-8, and Ben's lining up a 9-ball. Oh my. He just missed a 9-ball that I would have shot. And Max missed it right back. 2-ball, and Jonathan is not going to like this. This 1-ball's buried at the bottom of the table. Cue ball up in the jaws of the pocket. Ben's got a much tougher 9-ball over there now. Center of the pocket. Oh, that looks like it may have been the Hill game where he dogged that 9. It was a nice idea from Pinegar, but there really wasn't a whole lot of room to get under that 7-ball. I don't know if he's going to try this in the corner or the side. I'm thinking the corner. Yep. Loved the rail going in, but at that speed he wasn't going to have any problem with it. Got the 4, he just has to come back down table for the 5. The 6 has a pocket. Again, he's lining up with draw. I'm not sure he's going to hit the ball with draw. Okay, 2 rails around. He doesn't want to run too far past straight in. I think he's a little closer to the rail than he wanted, but other than that, I think he'll be fine. How soon is Ben back up? I was going to get him in the booth. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries. All right, I think Sina's supposed to be out here. Here comes Lee Brett coming this way. He gave me the thumbs up. He won his match.
I could get a roll this time. That's the difference. It's full clean and it kicks and it goes behind the 8th. So that, I mean, He plays so good, but every time he kicks, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. He got a roll or two.
All right, next match on table 24.
So good, it's the lines.
Ben Sutherland, Mary Kaufman. Ben goes to 9. Mary goes to 7.
And we are 4-4. And Jonathan can't afford to stay this close with Sina because he's given up the 2 games. Sina's taking a break, going to the restroom, and I'm going to see if I can run over and get a refill of my drink.
Right, it'll be fine. Yeah, they're still playing, and this is the winner's side, so I can actually play some of the other side. It's just if I, when I need to call it, I'll let you know.
Okay, we made it back. Made it back before Sina did.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh, he's playing match.
I know.
All right, Sina's back. Ready to get things going.
Darren, you needed table number 3, Darren.
He giving me chance. He seen the 8 and the 9 all of that.
All right, Sina's ready to go.
Darren to table 3, Darren. You're playing Libret. You get the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, Sina to break, 4-4. Sina Valizadeh. I think I probably messed that up again. Ball in the corner,
Darren in the house.
shot on the 1. 2 ball clears. 2 to the 3 may be his biggest problem here. Is a little jacked up. I think he can come under the 6. But I think he's going to want to be not straight in on the 2, but as close to straight in as he can be.
Somebody moves a 6. It's a 6 or something.
look like he hit that too hard when he contacted the ball, but it looks like he's exactly where he wants to be. He doesn't have to draw it straight back. He can use outside, and the rail will help him, trying to figure out where he wants to be on the 3. He feels he's out here. He feels he's supposed to be out here. Looks like he's going to be just about where he pointed to. Straight down the table. Can't see Jonathan. He's way off to the left. Again, trying to pay as little attention as possible to Sina running out. Maybe 2 rails under the 9. Shoot the 5 in the side, shoot the 5 in the corner. Oh, he just drew straight across. I thought he'd come down around the 9. 5 in the side, probably go up to the top rail and back down just a little bit. He could even leave it on the top rail and still have a shot on the 6, but that's not where he's going to want to leave it. It's not where he's going to leave it.
It's a 9-7. He's 1 point shy.
Okay. He's looking good here to get out. Nice bit of outside, so he comes directly down the line to the 8. Perfect. Break and run there after the break. Sina taking a break is what I meant. Sina now leads 5-4. Jonathan was kind of talking yesterday about the format of this tournament and, you know, what kind of weight was he going to have to give up and could he fade that kind of weight. So that may be in his head right now.
Val and Brady on table 16. Val and Brady, table 16.
5-4 Sina. Again, I've said it 10 times. Sina goes to 8. Jonathan Pinegar goes to 10. Jonathan Pinegar. If you take Fargo as your ranking, which, I mean, it's not really an official ranking, but if you take Fargo as your determining system, Jonathan Pinegar is the 10th ranked U.S. player. One in the side, and he's going to leave himself right on the 2 ball. I can't tell how far apart the cue ball and the 2 are. He looks like he wants to shoot it. He does, and Jonathan's not even paying attention. I'd have something now. Jonathan's wanting. Well, it's too late. Jonathan should have had somebody watch that, but he's busy changing the music on his phone. It's his own fault.
Yeah. He knows it and he doesn't.
Chuck taking a break from running the tournament to come over and say hi.
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
Howard Cosell, I'm not.
Jonathan plays safe, rolls
save,
right
too.
up on the 6, yeah. We talked about this yesterday when Ray Robles from back home played at the U.S. Open 10 ball a couple years ago. He was talking about how he had hooked somebody half a ball and thought he was good. And we said, no, Ray, look at the hooks that you shot out of. This is a hook from a 750 rated player.
Yep.
And this is Chuck Perrell to my left. He is the tournament director. I am Mike Howerton. I am the tour director.
Lovely.
Lovely. And we are at Griffs in Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful room.
It is a nice room. It is a nice room. They got a lot of use from the square footage they have. 'Cause they actually have 11 diamond 9-foot tables in here. 11 bar boxes and Chinese eat bowl.
Wait a minute. 11 diamond 7-foot smart tables. Greg Sullivan would slap you if he heard you call it a diamond bar box. He's very particular about that. But I love the decor they've got on the walls.
Yeah, truly, the decor is actually, they got a lot of, it's diverse too. Some of it is pool related, and they've got some movie posters.
He almost made that ball, and he's not going to get a hook out of it. It looked like he was almost there. Yeah, he's got autographed posters from some of the legends of the game. Now Jonathan's going to take a break. Oh, you know what that means? That means I get to talk about sponsors.
You do.
Actually, I'm not going to talk about
One
sponsors.
interesting story, I see Jimmy Moore is...
Say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but in pool, diamonds are the player's best friend. And these diamonds are made in the USA. Diamond pool tables, designed by players for players. Diamond is the official table of professional pool. To get your diamond pool table, call 812-288-7665 or visit us online at diamondbilliardproducts.com. Play with the best. Diamond.
Sorry you didn't get to watch the end of that commercial, but we are back. Mr. Pinegar has returned. He can see the 2. He's just trying to figure out how he's going to get back up table for the 3. And when I say he can see the 2, meaning he's got a clear path to it. Got to make sure the 5 doesn't jump up and bite him. Boy, that Calabrese player, he doesn't pause for anything. That's him on 25, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, who is Ian Costello?
Just a local player.
Jonathan ended up hooking himself on the 3 ball. He got 1 ball he had to make sure he didn't hook himself on. I think Jonathan's got the spot in his head.
Maybe.
Because he was talking yesterday, he was joking with Lee Brett saying, I've got to give up what kind of weight to Lee? I can't fade that.
Well, this is a little bit tougher because Sina shoots so good. It's it's a 10-8 race, but that's definitely right. Even at the highest levels, it seems like all you need is something in your mind to get an excuse.
Oh, sure.
To lose, you don't need an excuse to win.
We joke about it at our level that I don't need another excuse to lose.
But think about it when you're as good as they are, what the difference in being able to hit a millimeter different because you're not confident, rather than it could be pretty intense.
And this is not a comment that has anything to do with Mr. Pinegar, but every pool player alive, once they have an excuse to lose, the odds of them losing are much, much greater. I think Sina's out here. It's going to put him on 6.
7-6 race, so I mean they're right on. He's ahead a little bit, but
Well, no, because Jonathan goes to 10.
right, and 8 is the.
Yeah. Cena's going to be on 6. Jonathan's on 4.
Oh, I'm looking at the hole on the other
Oh,
side.
he moved 2. They moved 2 beads.
Oh, they moved 2 beads. Okay.
I
wasn't
hate it when
aware.
they do that. Jonathan moved the 2 beads.
All right. That's why I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
My mistake.
That's going to bite Jonathan pretty bad. I mean, Jonathan's not going to just give up, but his will to win has been sapped a little bit.
A little bit, but that's where the pros they have to dig. They have to. You don't worry about whether they need to win 6 games. You need to win 1.
Right.
Well, if you can't win the next game, you can't win the 5 after.
Yeah, I can't win 6 in a row until I win 1 in a row.
And I know that. Sitting here, I wish I had that in my mind also. But you know it. It's just hard to do in the moment. So we'll see what kind of stick to it this he has here.
Yeah, and if Sina were to scratch or break dry or something like that, Jonathan's going to pop out of that chair and his will to win's going to get stoked in a hurry.
And that's something I've seen too. It's like no matter what level you're playing at, if you know you're going to lose as soon as you miss, the pressure's there. So
Oh, yeah.
if Sina does miss a ball he's not supposed to miss, that's going to give Jonathan the confidence to play. It's not like he can't break and run 3 and get right back in this. It's just a matter of whether his opponent misses or not. He made a ball here.
He made that ball in the bottom right corner. He's jacked up on this 1, but he doesn't have to do much to get on the 2.
No, he does have to follow it though. He's a little bit at a different angle, so he's got to hit it hard enough maybe to get to the rail or just float in there, so it's a touchy shot.
Yeah, 2 to the 3 is going to be a little tricky too.
You see, he's trying to decide whether to follow it to the rail and back out, which is the safer of the 2, or to float.
Yeah, I don't like floating jacked up over a ball.
Well, he floated, and he got awfully good.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Is he too straight?
No, it's actually an angle. It's almost straight. He's got an angle to get to the 3 real easy. He can go 1 rail, straight down, or you can actually go there and across, and just draw it down with some left English, and it'll float right in on the rail.
Then he's going to have to go back up table for his 5 ball.
If he gives himself a little angle, he just needs.
Uh-oh.
See, he hit this one on the wrong side. Oh, he got fortunate.
Yeah, he did, and he even motioned to
Acknowledged it
Jonathan.
right away. Touching the 8 like that, he got fortunate because it sped up off the 8.
He meant to be on the left-hand side
This
of this
might be
ball.
a little bit tougher to get on the 5, but he'll still get there. I mean,
Yeah, he's going for the window between the 8 and the 9. Boy, that 8's giving him some love in this rack.
yeah, that 8 gave him love again. But in his defense, if he hits the 8 solid, he's still good on the, on the 5 there. Even if he'd stopped the cue ball and hit the 8 solid, he'd have been good on the 5.
I'll go out on a limb here and say that Cena's going to be on the hill.
It sure looks that way, doesn't it?
You know who's not here is Chuck Evans.
We were just trying to find out if we knew what happened. It's Mike Kennedy was just asking me about him and wondered because they were supposed to meet here and whatnot, and I haven't seen him. That's the whole reason he came, was to play in this.
He said he
wasn't
came
just-
up to play and to check out Griffs.
Yeah.
Hopefully he and Cindy had such a great time here and they're just out enjoying themselves. She is one of the sweetest ladies in the world.
She's a very sweet lady. Chuck has some back issues. He might, I'm hoping that didn't happen. I'm hoping for his sake it didn't happen. Maybe knowing it's a long day, maybe his back was hurting, but we'll find out when we get back. I don't have his number. I'd actually call him because he really was planning on being here.
Oh, I know where I can find it.
Well, I'm sure we can find it. It's just, we'll make sure he's all right. Hopefully if he's watching, maybe he'll know that we're thinking about him anyway, because we know we wanted to be here.
All right,
We
Hill
know he
4.
wanted to be here.
Hill 4, Sina. Come on. I know I'm going to mess it up.
It's Valizadeh.
Valizadeh. I know I would have messed it up again. Sina Valizadeh.
Yes. Or as he pronounced it, Valizadeh. It's a Valizadeh.
You know, I miss John Smith. I could pronounce that one right every single time.
At the risk of John Smith actually listening, that's not a statement you usually hear a lot.
Yeah, but it's easy to pronounce. Sina Valizadeh and Jonathan Pinegar, also known as Jonathan Hennessy. Jonathan had a pool room. I say had because I believe he's having to close it down. A pool room in Tennessee.
Let's just say I type Sina VAL and he comes up in Google.
I saw that. And the first thing you'll get is a match that he played with Vilnius. Well, the pool gods are giving Jonathan one more chance. Sina broke dry, but there's no shot on the one.
Yeah, no, it's
I think you might have a score coming this way.
that'll be good.
Stay down. Yeah, I stay down.
Well, Jonathan is either going to push, he's not pushing, he's playing safe, which really as close as he is to that ball, pushing is not really an option. Probably just try to run his cue ball into the behind the 5 bar, the 4 ball it looked like, but he didn't get there. Sina's still got a lot of work to do here. I think he shoots to make the 1. Shape on the 2.
You out of here? Yeah. Banker's hours this week.
Wow, that's nice.
Not you. Just can't put up with all your pool players. Well, not you. You're not a pool player. You got that right.
Love to go to the
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I figure we will.
Sina looks like he got perfect on this. He's going to have to get it's going to be a little touchy to get on that 4 ball. He didn't run too far, did he? No? He's still got work to do here. Even if he gets perfect on the 4, this 6 ball is going to be tough. Right there on the rail under his arm. He's going to have to be pretty straight on it, and then he's got his 7 ball backup table. Looks like he's drawing. Nah, can't decide what he's going to do. He's going to draw it. He's got a strange stroke where he lines up with draw and his cue ball goes forward. Kind of reminds me of Bustamante, where he always lines up bottom right and then changes it at the last minute. He's going to want to be as close to straight in as possible here. That's pretty close to straight in. And he still doesn't look happy with it. No, he's not happy at all, and I'm not sure what he's unhappy with. He knew where the ball was. He's concerned about scratching in the side. And he knows if he makes the 6 and doesn't scratch, he's supposed to be out. Oh, that's what he was worried about. He's going to have to wait at least another rack before he's done with this match, because Jonathan's going to be out here. I like 2 rails under the 9, between the 8 and 9, and back up to the right-hand side on the 7. As close as he is to that rail, I don't think he can put a whole lot of bottom on it. Just like that. Okay. He didn't come back over to the right-hand side. He stayed on the left, which made sense. Now straight up to the top rail and back down for the 8. Is he drawing to go 2 rails back for the 8? I'm not sure he's going to like this. I wonder if draw might not have been a better option. Draw 2 rails to the top left. Now he's got to play safe on the 8. Last thing he wanted was to put Sina back on the table, although he played a good safety. Jonathan got a little funny on the 8 ball, had to play safe. This is a winner's side match, right?
Yes, it is.
Who is this player on 23? Just broke?
It was Ian Costello. He's a 702 rated player. He just lost his last match, but he'll be on the one-loss side. But he's a good player.
He looks a little like Brian Parks, but
Yeah.
he's much younger than Brian. Who did he lose to?
Somebody going to foul.
Ah, okay.
The guy won 5-6.
Let's see if we can get a better view on this so we're not looking at Sina's back. What are you doing here? You have to tell by looking at the screen because you can't see. Sina's going to give it back. Making the 1 is part of the problem, and then getting shape on the 3. Let's see if we can. Okay. And then that 4-5 up table is going to be a problem too. He may just play safe. Yeah. He didn't want any part of that shot. And that's what he did last time, is he pushed out. No, I'm sorry. He pushed out and Sina took on the shot. Sina's looking at the 1-9 to finish this match. And he's got, with a big enough lead and this rack, I don't see any reason why you don't take a flyer on it. 9-ball corner pocket. Look out, cue ball. Oh, cue ball corner pocket. Oh, it's not going to scratch. Wow, nice shot. All right, that's our win. Sina wins at 8-5. That's a winner's side match. Sina will continue on the right side. I believe he'll be in the final 4. And Jonathan is going to move to the one loss side. I'm sure we will see him again.